people that weren't able to be here tonight, they will be formally inducted into the Midvale Speedway Hall of Fame at a date to be named. So we'll start off with the first two, and that is Rich and Mike Rohr. How about a big round of applause for Rich and Mike Rohr? Very two awesome names right there, driver and his brother who's mechanic on that machine. Also was scheduled to be here tonight, but he fell this week and broke his shoulder, is Chuck Harris. So how about a big round of applause for Chuck? He'll be inducted at a later date. This year's Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Charlotte Salisbury. She worked at Midvale Speedway during the Talati era of the Speedway from 1980 to 1999, helping clean up the facility, mow the grass, and anything else that was needed done. She did this all while working her full-time day job. She enjoyed watching the races, especially when her son Blaine would race. I'm sure she's smiling here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, representing Charlotte tonight, the Salisbury family, the 2023 Lifetime Achievement Award recipient, Charlotte Salisbury. May she rest in peace. Our first Hall of Fame inductee's career spanned from 1954 to 1999 as a driver and as an owner. In 1954, he came home from work and found his wife taking the fenders off a 1948 Chevy Coupe so that she could race in the Powder Puff Derby. Thus, his career began at Canton Motor Speedway. Jack raced stock cars and bombers from 1954 to 1964, usually running a 6-cylinder Chevy against flathead Fords. During the mid-'80s, he had his truck, trailer, race car, and extra engine and tools all stolen from Sandusky Speedway. He bought a truck and a trailer and a new race car the following week, and with the help of other owners and drivers who donated parts and labor, they finished the season. He had some of the best drivers wheeling his race cars. Hall of Famers John Klein and Rich Rohr, Glenn Miser, Dean Brandt, Herm Stoldrayer, Ed Mogden, Eddie Sell, Bill Vogt, Dino Long, and others. He owned 25 race cars over his Hall of Fame career. Ladies and gentlemen, representing Jack tonight is Jack Vogt Jr. and Bill Vogt, Hall of Famer Jack Vogt. Our next inductee was compared to, competed with, and beat the best here at Midvale Speedway. Names like Hall of Famer Dean Mast and Baldy Baker, Jim Cease, Norm Calhoun, Hall of Famer Bob Worcester, Jim Albrecht, just to name a few. Week after week throughout his career, he was in late race duels with these guys. Some races like the 35-lap Memorial Day Championship, he started at the rear of the field, and he carved his way to the front, passing Bob Worcester as the white flag flew to take home the championship trophy. Norm was the super modified champion at Midvale Speedway in 1959. One of the guys that I used to hear my grandfather talk about, the old timers, names like Mast, Baker, Worcester, Cease, Calhoun, Albrecht, and this guy, Norm Saul. He was an innovator in the super modified division, and he changed it for the better. Representing Norm tonight is Hall of Fame Chairman John Chapman. Please welcome to the Midvale Speedway Hall of Fame, Norm Saul. Our next inductee got his racing career started after attending the races in 1980 with lifelong friends Mick Moon Cottis, Doug Scotty Scott, and Randy Wayne Robinson. Together they formed the Kathmandu Racing Team. In 1981, Jay drove his first race, and by the end of the season, he won a couple heat races and pursuit. All of his cars sported the number 19 that was ran by fellow Sherridsville racer Greg Gallagher in his early days. He even showed up with that green Ed Howe paint scheme and those copper wheels made famous by Hall of Famer Bud Midall. Jay purchased a late model that was driven by Jack Peters, which he was still working on when he was racing his Mopars. Unfortunately, he never got to drive that car. He was tragically killed in a car accident on his way to work in April of 1993 at the young age of 36. Representing Jay is his daughter, Nicole Janae. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hall of Fame, number 19, Jay Yasik. Our next inductees go into the Midvale Speedway Hall of Fame as a team because that's exactly what they were. She had a short but successful career behind the wheel, starting in spectator stocks, driving in the spectator stock division in 1984 at Canton Motor Speedway. On September 15, 1984, she became the first woman in the history of Canton Motor Speedway to win a feature. He began his career in the late 1970s at Canton Motor Speedway, running a 67 Mustang in the Detroit Iron Division, sharing driving duties with Gary Wynn. In 1996, he took home a season championship race here at Midvale Speedway. He would then run a modified at Midvale, maybe a couple late model races with his sons, but they got the chance in 1998 to become the second owners of Midvale Speedway. The Smiths started out their stewardship by resurfacing the 3/10 mile oval and forming the division that would grow into one of the biggest car counts over the next 25 years, the compact division. The countless improvements that they made to Midvale Speedway over the years in both of their stewardships of Midvale Speedway is unprecedented. Unfortunately, Sue's health issues reemerged and she passed away from cancer in February of 2017. Randy made the decision to sell the facility at the end of the 2017 season, ending a long and remarkable run as owners and promoters of Midvale Speedway. As stressful and thankless as owning a racetrack can be sometimes, they really did enjoy it. It was a huge part of their life. They will never forget all the great memories and friendships that came along with it. Randy and Sue will forever be proud of the mark that they left in the Speedway's long and rich history. Thank you to Bubba Smith for writing their bio. Ladies and gentlemen, Hall of Famers, Randy and Sue Smith. Our next inductee was born into a racing family by Leo and Barbara Carr Johnston in the Berea area. He grew up in Cuyahoga Falls. Tim's dad raced on the beach at Daytona in 1948, the year NASCAR started, the year before Tim was born. His mom, she raced it on the drag strip at the Akron Airport. His uncle Jim raced vintage Indy cars. His sister Denise was a national champion in go-karts, and his brother Jeff raced here at Midvale, racing just in the family's blood. He gave up some of his time to serve during Vietnam, earning numerous medals, including the Bronze Star in the United States Army. When he returned home, his parents moved to New Philadelphia, and he began racing stock cars in 1972 at dirt tracks like 250 Speedway, Gravitz, St. Clairsville, Coshocton, Hilltop, and Wayne County. He became the first super late model driver to win 3 features in 1974, beating names like Diano, DeLillo, Malkett, and Bickerstaff. He competed in stock cars in the late model division, the main event series in Ohio and Michigan, and he finished his Hall of Fame career driving a modified with Scott Marino's Ohio Modified Series. Capped off his career with a track championship at Barberton in 1996. Tim wants to thank his family, his mom Barbara, brother Jeff and Valinda, sister Denise and Randy, nephew Ryan Smith, and the love of his life the last 28 years, Ellen Wyde, who also wrote his bio on behalf of her father, Bill Pangborn, who introduced her to Midvale Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, Hall of Famer, Tim Johnston. Our next inductee got the itch to go racing in the late 1970s. With the help of his father, Joe, in 1979, Gray Racing was born. Randy would start his racing career at Midvale, but for the next 40-plus years, you could see him race on asphalt and dirt tracks across Ohio and West Virginia, winning a lot of races and some championships along the way. In the early to mid-'80s, he could be seen racing on asphalt at Midvale Speedway and on the dirt at Coshocton on the same weekend, sometimes even in the same car. He built a lot of his own cars, but he also would team up with guys like Clyde Mazzolini, Carl Enos, Bob Haney, and Rick Parker. In that time span, he would win features in late models, limited late models, sportsmen's, open motor modifieds, crate motor modifieds, and street stocks on dirt and asphalt. Randy would pick up feature wins and prelim wins at Midvale, Coshocton, Canton, Barberton, Mansfield, St. Clairsville, Muskingum County, Midway. He also closed out his career with a championship at 250 Speedway on the dirt. He now helps his son Jamie Warner and his grandsons Kyle, DJ, and Tyler Warner with their racing careers. Randy was a fierce competitor on the racetrack, but off the track, he would help anyone work on their car. Randy would like to thank his parents, Joe and Dee Gray, his wife Teresa, and daughters Heather and Chastity for all their support and help throughout his racing career. Randy's bio was written by Hall of Fame Vice Chair Shannon Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Midvale Speedway Hall of Famer, Randy Gray. Our next inductee got behind the wheel of a race car for the first time at the Fall Cavalcade in 1995, only because there was an age requirement of 18 back then, and you couldn't start racing at the beginning of the year. He took the family car, normally driven by Bill Kilcherman, out for a few hot laps, and he's been hooked ever since. Started racing in 1996 in the Detroit Iron class. His early racing influences were from his Hall of Fame father Ken, Hall of Famer Bill Bittaker, and Hall of Famer Kenny Carroll. He won his first of 8 track championships in 2000. He later won championships in the street stock and sports stock division in 2004. At the end of that season, Kevin and his dad and Kenny Carroll decided to build a brand new race car from the ground up. He won the championship in that car 3 years in a row. After the sports stock division was discontinued, Kevin picked up a modified and started racing that back in 2011. The first year that the division had returned in several years, he captured the championships in 2013, 14, and 18. Here's a stunning fact that I'm not sure anyone else at Midvale Speedway has accomplished. Kevin has won a feature every single year that he has raced since 1996. That is just incredible. He wants to thank Bob Talati for calling his sister Sherry one morning to ask for his number, hearing that he might be looking for a job. He started working at Square Deal for the Talati family immediately after, which is now Federated Auto Parts. It has led to many lifelong friendships in the racing community, as many drivers, teams, and crew members talk racing. Besides Midvale, Kevin has raced at Columbus Motor Speedway multiple times, Mansfield and Lorraine, but Midvale always home. He would like to thank his wife Angela for the unconditional love and support of his passion for racing, as well as his entire family, for always being present and doing what racing families do. He now looks forward to the day his great niece and nephew start racing go-karts, and then who knows, maybe even race cars. His bio was written by his sister Sherry Schweitzer, and he wants everybody to know he ain't done racing yet. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Midvale Speedway Hall of Fame, Kevin McClintock.
I just want to thank our next inductees for creating the Hall of Fame, Karen Swartz, and I'll give this over to Chris now.
Yes, our next inductee first started out helping Jeff Bittaker and Mike Gillen when he was still in high school. He first built his first car in 1977, a 63 Chevelle. During most of his career, he had Mopar under the hood until he started in the late models. He's always had some purple on his race cars. Throughout the years, he had names for him drive like Hall of Famers Rick Schweitzer, Kevin McClintock, Roger and Joe Leinert, as well as Lonnie Vaughn, Gary Marinelli, P. Wren, Joe Fuchs, Mark Enos, to name a few. He captured 6 feature wins in 2004 alone. He also won the 2004 season championship race and was voted the most popular driver. Finished second in points to Hall of Famer Farmer Smith. But turning the page in 2005, Bear and Karen purchased Midvale Speedway and were the proud owners for 5 years before they were forced to sell. That's where our next inductee comes in. Bear may have taken care of all the racing stuff, but it was Karen who conducted and coordinated all the behind-the-scenes stuff. And honestly, that's the hard work. Most people never get to see that part of the events. Bear said there's no way he could have done it without Karen. They go in as a team as well. And like John had mentioned, with the help of Hall of Famer Adam Mackey, they were the ones that started Old Timers Night. They wanted the old timers to come to the track, fellowship, bench race, eat and enjoy themselves. That's where they were introduced to the intermission on the front straightaway like we're doing tonight, and the Midvale Speedway Hall of Fame was founded by them in 2007. How about a big round of applause for that? They would like to thank all of their family, the competitors, the fans, the staff, the volunteers, and friends for a great racing career and a great 5 years of stewardship. God bless you all. Ladies and gentlemen, Hall of Famers, Bear and Karen Swartz. And our final inductee, you could say that racing is in this family's blood just to go fast. There are now 2 members of this family in the Midvale Speedway Hall of Fame, which speaks volumes, but if you know Todd, there's always more to be said. It all began in 1979 in the figure 8 division when he was just 16 years old. It didn't take very long for him to move up into a modified racing with his dad, Jack. Eventually, he would find himself in a late model. Todd was as diverse as they come, competing at tracks all over like Barberton, Lorraine, Columbus, Shady Bowl, Ona, Sandusky, Whitmore, Motordrome, Jennerstown, Volusia, Rock Castle. When the family life called, Todd took a break from racing while his kids Courtney, Lucas, and Mackenzie and Whitney were all in school. Eventually, the sport called him back. He got a late model from Hall of Famer Rich Rohr to run for a few years, and then switched back to the modifieds. In the last few years, Todd has gotten the chance to compete against his son, Lucas. He always raced with a race me like you want to be raced attitude that is well known by all the drivers and makes it exciting for the fans. He wants to thank his dad, Jack, his son, Lucas, Roger Cole, Jason Parrish, Max McCartney, Swanee, Mike Enos, Scott Richardson, Rusty Welsh, Daniel Herron, Grant Bloom, Cody Carpenter, Ronnie J. Bird, Joe Tedesco, Ed Taggart, Donnie Nicholson, Jeff Smith, and anyone else that contributed to his Hall of Fame career. His bio was written by his son, Lucas. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Midvale Speedway Hall of Fame, Todd Ripley. Once again, let's have a huge round of applause for the 8th Midvale Speedway Hall of Fame class. Right here on the front straightaway. Congratulations, everybody. We want to have you guys come over here and get a big group photo. So all the Hall of Famers, please come over for a group photo. Once again, as they get the picture on the front straightaway, your 2023, the 8th class of the Midvale Speedway Hall of Fame. right, once again, thank you to all the old-timers and Hall of Famers that are here. We're going to get everybody cleared out and get our feature events going here shortly.
Start with it, and then take another tape with you. Yeah, you'll be fine.
All right, get out your 50-50 tickets. You got 50-50 tickets, get them out. All right, what is our number? Shannon's drawing. All right. See what our number is. Oh, yep, I got it. Thanks, Terry. You got it. All right. Red ticket. 5857902. 902 are the last three. Red ticket 902. If you got the winner, come on down here. What's our number? You know? $1,020. How about a big round of applause for the Tuscarawas County Special Olympics who are here tonight? Yes, thank you very much for donating to them. Countless number of state championships and titles that this group of Rockets have won. I was proud to announce for them for several years, and they're a great group of people, great organization. So your money's all going to a good cause to make sure that they get their travel expenses paid for and things when they get ready to go to these tournaments and everything else. So Tuscarawas County Special Olympics, 902 are your last three numbers. You got it? $1,000. Let's see. 57902, you're the winner. What's your name? Justin Bierbauer, your winner. $1,000. Congratulations. Give him a round of applause. And a big round of applause to the Tuscarawas County Special Olympics.
Talking about it, man. We're like, hey, Greg, you need somebody to go video the derby just where I can get down. Yeah, that's why I was saying.
Okay, it looks like we're getting ready to start our features for the evening. We're pulling up the street stock feature. It's going to be first. So we're going to be getting underway here real shortly. And if you haven't been to our concession stand yet, ladies and gentlemen, and get something good to eat, don't forget, try that creamy chicken sandwich or that walking taco. And I'm telling you what, that walking taco is out of this world. And don't forget, down at our souvenir stand, we have brand new Midvale Speedway koozies. And if you haven't got a checkered flag for your kid for the evening, your child, get down there and get one so we can have a lot of checkered flags waving here in the stands for our feature winners when they come across to take the checkered flag. You can wave your flags in the stands to support the winner of each division here tonight at Midvale Speedway. And you can still get yourself down to the beer cave and get yourself an ice cold Miller Lite, Bud Light, Coors Light, Twisted Tea, strawberry margarita, White Claw. And also don't forget our ladies in the concession stand, our famous Coney dogs. Our Coney dogs are out of this world too. So lots of good things to eat down here, brand new. We have chicken tenders, onion rings, deep fried pickles, funnel cakes. And if you get a nice cold beer, make sure you get a bag of peanuts to go with them. Okay, we're going to be getting underway here very shortly. I see our street stocks are lining up, and we're going to get underway with our feature races.
horses coming out on the track will be our street stock division. This will be our first feature of the evening. We're going to be going 20 laps around Midvale Speedway. Okay, the 99 is Jason Gruhl. The 3 is Kyle Grove. The 8, Tad Grove. Scott Lindo in the 19. The 17, Nate Smart. The 00 in the grocery grabber, Vinny Cantarelli. 67 is Bob Page. Number 5, Brandon Thomas. 21, Brady Cart. The 75, Bob Passwater Sr. The 58 is Zach Koger, and the 64 is Luke Porco. Okay, and we've got car 73 coming out yet. The number 1 is Brian Smith, and the 73 is TJ Dreyer.
So street stock field on the Speedway. Again, a huge thank you to Air Gas and Lighter Motorsports from Maine. We appreciate you guys. And we're getting ready to get the one-to-go signal.
All right, everybody, let's stand up and wave to our street stock drivers. Wave as they come down the front straightaway.
Field in turn 3 and 4. Jason Gruhl, Kyle Grove, green flag in the air.
And we are off with our street stock feature.
Kyle Grove with a nose advantage down the back straightaway. Jason Gruhl going to fall on the bottom, going to move up just a little bit. Kyle Grove going to lead lap number 1 by about a half a car length. Kyle Grove to the race lead has cleared the 99 of Jason Gruhl, the 8 of Tad Grove in third, the 17 and 8 Smart, the 67 of Bob Page.
Kyle Grove still our leader. Jason Gruhl second. Tad Grove, Nate Smart, and Bob Page is your top 5.
Bob Page all over the 17 and 8 Smart. He's going to get to the inside in turn number 3. Brandon Thomas, your fastest qualifier, right behind, trying to follow through. Page up to 4th, Pork Chop up to 5th, move Nate Smart back to 6th. He's got room to fall in front of Scott Lindo.
Coming in on lap number 6 this time. Lap number 6, Kyle Grove still our leader. Jason Gruhl, Tad Grove, and Bob Page is your top 4.
Kyle Grove starting to inch away from the 99 of Jason Gruhl as the 67 of Bob Page to the outside of Tad Grove for the 3rd spot. Almost got into the wall coming off turn number 4. A little bit loose out there as the 67 as here comes Brandon Thomas to the inside of Bob Page for 4th.
Coming in on lap number 9, Kyle Grove, Jason Gruhl, Tad Grove, and Brandon Thomas.
Back from the fence in turn 4. Get the kid back from the fence in turn 4. On the front straightaway, back from the fence. Whoever the parents are of the kid that's down by the fence, please get them back from the fence. Thank you.
We'll be coming in on lap 13 this time, lap number 13. It's going to be Kyle Grove, Jason Gruhl, Tad Grove, and Brandon Thomas, your top 5.
Kyle Grove with about a 3 or 4 car length lead over Jason Gruhl in second. And then it's nose to tail behind the 99, the 8 of Tad Grove, the 5 of Brandon Thomas, your fastest qualifier, and the 67 of Bob Page. Those 4 by themselves, they've got 3 or 4 car lengths over Nate Smart.
He just came in on lap number 15, lap number 15, 5 to go. This time we'll be coming in on lap 18 with 2 laps to go. Kyle Grove still our leader. Jason Gruhl, Tad Grove, Brandon Thomas, and Bob Page is your top 5.
Pork Chop looking to the outside of Tad Grove, now tucks back in, trying to do the crossover. Those 3 have pulled away from Bob Page. White flag going to come out for Kyle Grove. Final time through turns 1 and 2. Kyle Grove with about a 6 or 7 car length lead now, maybe stretching it out to 10. Through 3 and 4, final time, first feature win of the year, Kyle Grove.
Jason Gruhl second, Tad Grove third, Brandon Thomas fourth, and Bob Page comes in as the 5th place.
Street stock, feature, green to checkered, that's how it's done.
Okay, as he comes down the front straightaway, kids, let's start waving your checkered flag. Let's have a big, big round of applause for car number 3, Kyle Grove.
I know we preach about it week in and week out. I don't know why we have to continue to say it, but you got to keep the kids back from the fences when there's race cars racing on the racetrack. One of these cars gets up into the catch fence or hits the wall and parts go flying. Hot oil, hot water starts spraying. Somebody's going to get hurt. That's why we have the big walkway between everything. And the same thing when we have accidents. Please do not run down to the fence and get next to the fence during accidents. One of these radiator hoses pops off and somebody's going to get burned, and that's why we want everybody to stay back. So please keep track of your kids and keep them back from the fence. In the Zippy Cat, Cat Condos, Quaker Drive-Thru, El Poblito Mexican Cuisine, Affordable Towing, Buckeye Tire and Brake, sponsored number 3. For the first time in 2023, a little roller coaster ride for this number 3 on the season, but peaking at the right time, getting into Ohio Solar Connection Victory Lane, getting the belts undone, getting his hat on, don't want to see his bald spot or his receding hairline. He gets the window net down. Here's your winner, Kyle Grove. Congratulations, buddy. You finally broke through. This has been a roller coaster this year, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a while. Just glad to be back here talking to you.
Well,
That's surprising. You wanting to talk to me? I'm a little surprised at that one. Got the little one in here. You know, I think that I brought you a little good luck because we were talking about the father-son duos that won compact championships here at Midvale Speedway. So I'll take the credit for reading that question this week. Who you want to thank on this three?
My whole crew, all my sponsors, and my daughters, Harmony and Harley. This is my first one for Harley.
And that's always special, right? Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks.
Welcome back to Ohio Solar Connection Victory Lane. Your winner, Kyle Grove. Also, once again, want to thank Airgas for sponsoring week number 10 here at Midvale Speedway. Again, a huge thank you to Lighter Motorsports all the way from Maine, donating that $100 to the compact feature winner and $100 to the late model feature winner. Also nice to see 99.9 WTUZ in the house tonight. Make sure you check out WTUZ.com. Listen to Ike and Conley on the Z Country Morning Show. Don't forget, coming up August 19th, that Big Country Waves Concert 2023 out at Atwood Lake. Craig Morgan going to be out there performing, all courtesy of WTUZ and the Muskegon Watershed. Also Ferris Chevrolet on the Wabash. Thank you to BP Photography. Make sure you check Brett out on Facebook. They were selling their pictures here tonight down in turn number 4. So thank you, BP Photography. Britt does such a great job here at Midvale Speedway. The Ohio Solar Connection, Performance Towing, and Akron Coach Towing. Make sure you check out Performance Towing, 421 House Street in Dover. Of course, Macintosh Oil Company, Ross Mountain Barbecue, Bucky Mowing, our division sponsors here at Midvale Speedway. Mid-Vid Racing Videos, just to the turn 4 side of the main scoring tower. DVDs available for sale and pre-order. They'll ship it right to your door. They have DVDs from the 80s, 90s, and more. You can go up and get tonight's events right there on the DVD. They even got an in-car camera on Bob Snyder Jr. here tonight. They got camera angles from everywhere around Midvale Speedway. It's always an awesome production that Mid-Vid Racing Videos puts on. Make sure you check them out. And also a thank you to Winfield Power Equipment. And if you want to listen to the broadcast from me and Buddha, make sure you turn into 105.7 in the grandstands and 107.9 in the pit area. Buddha, we got Rad Air Bandos on the Speedway.
Yes, we do. Car 87 is Chloe Mazzagatti. The 11 is JT Prosser. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, stand up and wave to these kids in these Rad Air Bandoleros tonight. Let's give him a big wave. 18 is Michael Mazzagatti. 34 is Lucas Zywick. And the 178 is the birthday boy. Happy birthday to Benston Feaster. It's his birthday today. So let's see if maybe he might get lucky and win a feature here for his birthday at Midvale Speedway. Okay, we're trying to get one of the cars started, and he's coming out on the speedway now. That's car number 17 is Chris Farrell.
Good start by the youngsters there. Michael Mazzagatti, JT Prosser. They got it right for the feature. Good job by the guys and girls out there. And Benson Feaster looking for the race lead on Michael Mazzagatti into turn number 3. Benson Feaster, the birthday boy, going to lead lap number 1 off of turn number 4. Chloe Mazzagatti going to look to the inside of her brother Michael.
Benson Feaster's way out front, followed by Michael and Chloe Mazzagatti. Brother and sister battling it out for 2 and 3. This time we'll be coming in on lap number 5. Lap number 5, Benson Feaster, the birthday boy, out in front. Chloe Mazzagatti second, and Lucas Zywick in that number 3 position. We got 6 laps in, 6 to go with our Rad Air Bandolero feature. Chloe Mazzagatti now gaining spots, spaces to get right back up on Benson Feaster. Chloe Mazzagatti on the inside. Uh-oh, we got trouble in the hen house. A spin on turns number 2. Our safety crew going out to assist Benson Feaster.
So waiting to take a look at the replay from Mid-Vid Racing Videos to see what happened as we look at the replay. So Benson Feaster being tended to is turn number 2. So hearing that Benson Feaster is talking with the medical personnel, which is always good news, hearing that he's complaining of some wrist pain. So any other update, I'll let you know. So it looks like Benson Feaster going to be okay. There's a good round of applause. Was complaining of his wrist being sore, but Dad said rub some dirt on it, get back out there, kid. So tough break for Benson Feaster as he rolls his 178 machine pit side, complaining of some wrist pain, so he'll head back over there and get looked at. Good to see that he is okay though.
Okay, Chloe Mazzagatti was charged with that infraction with the spin over there in turn number 2. So, and this was a real tough call. Had to instant replay it.
Yeah, it was tough, Buddha. Really tough call.
You ain't kidding, it was. I mean, just looking at the replay, it was had to keep replaying it back, and finally it did come down to Chloe charged that infraction. So,
yeah,
hey,
go ahead.
We got 7 laps in.
Yeah, I was just going to say Chloe was on the bottom, and, you know, Benson had the outside lane, and they just came together right in the middle of the corner, and it was a tough call. It could have went either way, and race director made the call, and I think it was the correct call. Chloe Mazzagatti will have to come from the back now. Just past the halfway mark, 7 laps in. Lucas Zywick, Michael Mazzagatti. Good start by the youngsters, and we're back underway, and here comes Chloe. underneath Chris Farrell. 3 wide into turn number 1. And Chloe
Wow, Chloe got caught on that inside there and almost lost it.
Yeah, she'll come out in the 3rd position. Lucas Zywick, your race leader. Michael Mazzagatti 2nd. Chloe Mazzagatti 3rd. Chloe Mazzagatti to 2nd around Michael. Now we'll see, can Chloe Mazzagatti run down Lucas Zywick?
That was lap number 9, We coming in on lap number 10 this time. Lap number 10, Lucas Zywick, our leader, Chloe Mazzagatti, and Michael Mazzagatti.
So Chloe Mazzagatti is just a little bit quicker than Lucas Zywick, but she might run out of time. White flag in the air for Lucas Zywick. Chloe Mazzagatti just not quite going to have the time. She is quicker. Zywick that time at 18.3. Chloe Mazzagatti at 18.2. Twin checkered flag's going to come out off of turn number 4. Your winner, Lucas Zywick.
Okay, as he comes down to victory lane, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big, big round of applause for Lucas Zywick, car number 34, the Red Air Bandolero feature winner tonight.
Pulling into Ohio Solar Connection victory lane in the 34Z. Fisher Custom Painting, West Bank, Hoosier Racing Tires, and Rad Air, the sponsors on the 34. Getting ready to climb out, getting the belts undone. Second feature win of the year. Here's your winner, Lucas Zywick. We'll let him get the helmet off. You got to take the Hans device off too there, bud, before you take the helmet off. All right, come here, man. Congratulations. That was a good run. You and Chloe was catching you, but you got a pretty big lead.
Thank you.
Who you want to thank on this 34, bud?
I'd like to thank Fisher Custom Printing, West Bank Golf Club, Davis Food Enterprise, my dad for helping me out with the car, my grandparents for coming out to all the races, and I'd just like to thank everyone for this win.
All right, and how about all them great fans out there too, huh?
Yeah.
All right, congratulations, buddy. Back in feature victory lane, Ohio Solar Connection victory lane, your winner, Lucas Zywick. How about another big round of applause for Lucas Zywick, your Bando feature winner. You can see these guys and girls, just youngsters, and still trying to learn how to start races and restart races, and doing a pretty good job in victory lane interviews. Chloe, you go back and watch her week 1 victory lane interview, and you could tell she didn't talk in front of people very much. And now she's just old school at it, right?
Now coming out on the track will be our modified feature. We're going to go 25 laps with our modified. In the 0 up front is Lucas Ripley. Ripley's Believe It or Not. The 09, Phil Cox. The 6, Kyle Larson. 24, Nick Grubb. The 64, Ian Porco. 49, Bob Page. The 38, Kevin McClintock. The 13, Kenny Feaster Jr. The 34, Conrad Yoder. The 2, Vanessa McCreary. The 33, Bill Shimko. The 74 is Bob Passwater Jr. And the 45, Joe Slut. Okay, white flags out. We're going 25 laps.
So field in turn 3. The big dog, Lucas Ripley. Philip Cox, front row. Green flag is in the air, and we're underway for our crate modified feature. Lucas Ripley just helped induct his dad into the Midvale Speedway Hall of Fame. Would love nothing more than to go to victory lane tonight. Philip Cox had a roller coaster year. He wants it real bad. And they're side by side, completing lap number 1, Ripley by a nose. Still battling in that outside lane, Philip Cox, 2x2x2, front 3 rows.
It's Lucas Ripley, Phil Cox, Kyle Larson, and Nick Grubb is your top 1, 2, 3, 4. Now Lucas Ripley looks like he's going to be out to take that number 1 spot away from Phil Cox.
Still a battle for 3rd between Kyle Lawson and the 24 of Nick Grubbs. Grubbs in the outside lane. Then 2x2 there. The 64 and the 49 side by side in front of Kevin McClintock.
Coming around this time, we're going to be on lap number 5. Lap number 5, it's Lucas Ripley, Phil Cox, and Nick Grubbs.
Nick Grubbs got around Kyle Lawson in the outside lane. Now he's trying to work over Phil Cox. Here comes Nick Grubbs in the outside. Grubbs through 1 and 2, starting to pull even now with Phil Cox down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3. How about Nick Grubbs in the outside lane?
Lucas Ripley still out in that number 1 position, but now fighting for 2 and 3. Phil Cox, Nick Grubbs. Who's going to get it?
Looks like Phil Cox is going to prevail, but Grubbs still in that outside lane battling. Now Bob Page to the outside of Kyle Lawson. Here comes Kevin McClintock to the outside of Ian Porco. To the outside lane, trying to move forward.
Caution on the track. Caution on the track.
Off of turn number 2. Caution for the 09 of Philip Cox off turn number 2. So Philip Cox pulls away from turn number 2. We'll wait on the instant replay for Mid-Vid Racing videos for officials to make the call. Already some chatter on the radio from officials around the racetrack. So we'll see what says the video. So after looking at the replay, this call could probably go either way. So we're going to see if either of the drivers want to fess up. And we'll see what happens. So we'll ask the spinnies over there and see what they're, see if somebody wants to admit fault. So after looking at multiple angles from the replay and also talking to both drivers, the 24 of Nick Grubbs will be charged with the caution. The 09 of Philip Cox will be given his spot back. So Philip Cox will get the chance to choose inside or outside behind race leader Lucas Ripley. So again, just wanted to take multiple looks at the different angles, talk to the different officials on the racetrack, and talk to each driver to find out their version of the story before we officially made a call, and I think the right call was made. The 09 of Philip Cox back to second, and Nick Grubbs going to have to climb his way from the tail. The choose cone will come out, hopefully this time, as everybody should be back in the right order. Put the choose cone out, they'll choose inside or outside, and we'll go from there. Again, if you're new to Midvale Speedway, the leader stays out in front on his own, and the field can choose the inside or outside lane behind him for the restart. So Philip Cox going to choose the bottom. Bob Page goes to the outside, Kyle Lawson to the inside, Porco to the outside, McClintock inside, Feaster outside, And looks like Shimko going to make up a couple spots as everybody pretty much crossed over all the way back to Vanessa McCreary and the 34 of Conrad Yoder, who both chose the bottom.
Here we got 9 laps in, 9 laps in. Lucas Ripley is our leader.
So the big dog up front trying to win for Pops, who just got inducted into the Midvale Speedway Hall of Fame in the 8th class. Kevin McClintock, member of that 8th class. He's back in about the 7th spot, trying to work his way up. Green flag back in the air.
Okay, it's going to be Lucas Ripley leading lap number 10, Bob Page second, Phil Cox is third, Ian Porco in that number 4 position.
Kevin McClintock starting to work on Kyle Lawson for the 5th spot. McClintock on the outside of Lawson. Behind Ian Porco, looks like McClintock going to take over that 5 position. Now he'll set his sights on Ian Porco in 4. Halfway home, 13 in, 12 to go.
Lucas Ripley driving the wheels off that modified, trying to keep Bob Page to the back. Bob Page right on his bumper. Coming in on lap number 14 this time.
Bob Page, your championship point winner a year ago. The only driver that we know of, at least, that it won the top 2 divisions here at Midvale Speedway in the same year. He actually trying for the triple this year, driving in the top 3 divisions. Bob Page all over the back of the 0 of Lucas Ripley. And here comes the 09 of Philip Cox and the 64 of Ian Porco as they maintain their lead over Kevin McClintock in 5th.
Lucas Ripley driving the wheels off that car, trying to keep Bob Page in the back. Then you got Phil Cox in that number 3 position. We'll be coming in on lap number 18 this time. Lap number 18. Look out. We got a spin on turns 1 and 2. Okay, we got 18 laps in. Lucas Ripley out is our leader. Bob Page, Phil Cox, Ian Porco. Okay, as they go past the entrance down there, the choose cone will be coming out, and they'll be able to choose inside or out. Lucas Ripley will be our leader.
So we'll see Bob Page probably going to choose the bottom, I'd imagine. And Phil Cox chooses the bottom. Well, Ian Porco said, fine, I'll take the outside, and so did Kevin McClintock. McClintock ain't going to be afraid of the outside lane. So we'll see what happens here behind Lucas Ripley. So 18 laps in, just a handful to go. Lucas Ripley trying to hang on. Now he's got Bob Page and Ian Porco in row number 2. Green flag back in the air.
This time we'll be coming in on lap number 20. Lap 20 with 5 laps to go. Lucas Ripley, Bob Page, Ian Porco, and Kevin McClintock is your top 4.
5 fingers in the air now. 4 laps to go for Lucas Ripley. Bob Page all over the rear deck lid of that number 0.
Coming in on lap number 22 this time with 3 to go. Lucas Ripley, our leader. Bob Page doing everything he can do other than hit the nitrous. He's in that number 2 position.
Page is trying. Lucas Ripley just a tick better. I don't even know if he's better, but he's not making any mistakes. And that's allowing that car to be just fast enough. White flag in the air. Page trying to take another run.
White flag out. They're on their final lap. Coming around turns 1 and 2. Lucas Ripley still out in that number 1 position. As they come around turns 3 and 4. It's gonna be Lucas Ripley, Bob Page, Ian Porco, and Kevin McClintock.
What a good modified feature once again. Bob Page wheeled that 49 to a nice second place run. Ian Porco, his best run, finishing in the 3rd spot. But the big dog, after so his father Todd inducted into the Midvale Speedway Hall of Fame about an hour or so ago. Now Lucas goes to victory lane for the first time in 2023. Been a struggle with the 0 here this season. In the LTR Industries, Y Tavern, Eddie Performance, sponsored number 0. Getting ready to climb out, got the belts undone. Todd here in victory lane. Here's your winner, Lucas Ripley. Come here, big dog. Man, I'll tell you what. The driver hasn't struggled this year, but it's been a struggle with the race car. Tonight seemed like it was just good enough to keep that 49 back at. Man, I'm telling you, he was all over you.
Yeah, I felt him back there. It's been a fight. I mean, I changed 3 springs today and just all kinds of stuff. But, you know, I don't like winning from the pole, but it is what it is, circumstance, I guess.
Well, listen, this division is so competitive from top to bottom, really. Anybody can win no matter where you start. You've got guys that are comers and goers. This year, this car just hasn't been as good as what you've wanted it to. But that's not for the lack of trying, right? You guys have thrown about everything but the kitchen sink at this thing.
We've tried all kinds of stuff.
Tonight worked out, I guess.
And the driver had to drive his tail off for a little bit of a nail-handling race car. I think you showed Pops, maybe you'll be getting an induction someday soon. All right, brother, who you want to thank?
Oh, the crew, Dad, Cart, Mike.
Oh, drawing blanks.
sponsors, I think you got them. Just everybody that helps. I mean, it's a team effort for sure.
Congratulations, brother.
Thank you.
Your winner, the big dog, Lucas Ripley. Man, what a beautiful night it is out here, isn't it? This turned out to be an absolutely gorgeous evening at Midvale Speedway. Still got some really good features to go. 3 features in the book, 3 to go. Lucas Ripley, the big dog, in victory lane on the night his dad was inducted into the Midvale Speedway Hall of Fame. Good night for the Ripleys.
Okay, that was a great modified race, and congratulations to Lucas Ripley. Okay, now coming out on the raceway will be our compact main feature, A main. We're going to be going 20 laps around Midvale Speedway. The 52 is Jeremy Salinger, Mike Stuber in the 72. The 69 is Drew Romig. Tabby Stuber in the number 5, 68 Corbin Robinson, the Sizzler Blaze Bacon in the 57, the 24 is Brent Scheffler, 6 Nolan Caldwell, the 427 Josh Huff, the XX1 23 is Brent Irwin, the 42 Daniel Andrews, the 9th Gavin Root, 20 is Larry Enos Jr., the 04 is Mike Stringer. The 07, Dan Buckley. The 429, Cameron Walker. The 42, A.J. Andrews. 17, Nolan Coffin. The 0, Alan Clark. The 8 is Lenny Orr. Don Refner Jr. in the 47. The 9 is Chris Bettler. And the number 4 is Blaine Salisbury. We'll be going 20 circles around Midvale Speedway.
Yeah. Is she okay? I don't know. They just told me to come up here and get somebody to go help. But I don't really. I just let it go up there and knock it on board.
please stay back from the area. Fans, stay back from the area. If you have to go to the restroom or whatever, use the steps up here on the main straightaway and stay back from the area, please. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, while our ambulance attends to one of our fans, now would be a great time to take a restroom break, pause for the cause, get up to the concession stand if you're still hungry, get one of those walking tacos or...
Again, please clear the area. If you're not involved, if you're not a family member, please stay out of the area. There's no need for people to be down there. Let the EMTs and medical personnel work. Please stay out of the area. Thank you.
Okay, once again, get yourself a walking taco, one of our great Coney dogs. And if you're really hungry, you need to try them, ladies, in the concession stand. Creamy chicken sandwiches. They're out of this world. I'll tell you, if you haven't had a creamy chicken sandwich, you need to get one. Don't forget, we have coffee, monster drinks, hot chocolate, water, pop, Gatorade. Also, cool treats, popsicles, drumsticks, ice cream bars, freezer pops. And if you're thirsty, get yourself a ice cold beer, Miller Lite, Bud Light, Coors Light, Twisted Tea, strawberry margaritas, or White Claw. And run over to the souvenir stand and get yourself one of our brand new Midvale Speedway koozies. We got them there. I seen them and they are really neat looking. Have a good thing to put your pop or your Gatorade in, or even your ice cold beer. So, and don't forget, our concession stand has pizza. So we do have our pepperoni pizza down there. You can buy it by the slice or a whole pizza. So we do have pizza down there, candy, snacks, potato chips. So concession stand has a lot of stuff to offer. And don't forget, in our souvenir shop, we have our summer shirts in. Our Midvale Speedway shirts are now in. We have them. And also headphones and earplugs. So if you need to get them to deafen the sound, the souvenir shop has them.
7 o'clock. You'll say, hey, you know what? I said, hey, I've had enough. I'm not going to do this. You can stay and do that. I can run that machine. Hey, come on. Well, you going to sit down here? Or you going to do here?
So they're getting the fan down there into the back of the ambulance. How about a big round of applause, and let's send all of our well wishes and thoughts and prayers to the fan down there. We're thinking about you. Hope you're doing okay and everything's good. So they're going to go get her checked out. Good to see she's down there talking, even saw her crack a smile. So thank you to everybody for helping out down there. Again, thank you to everybody for staying back and staying out of the road down there as they get her loaded into the back of the ambulance. And thoughts and prayers with her and her family, and hopefully we will get back to racing here very shortly.
Okay, we're just about ready to get underway here with our compact feature race. The ambulances left went down. Back on the other side, you can see it going into the pit area.
And they'll get the lady taken care of. So again, thoughts and prayers to her and her family. She was kind of smiling down there, and hopefully everything's good to go. So getting our compact feature fired up, and we'll get them rolled away and get ready to go here for Bucky Mowing compact feature. Again, if you're walking down in the area down on the front down there, please stay out of that area. They try to clean up some blood and things down there, so we don't want anybody walking through that area down there. So please just try and stay out of the area where the woman fell.
Okay, we're getting our compacts rolling. We're going to get them lined up and get ready to start our feature race. Okay, white flags coming out as they come down the front straightaway. Ladies and gentlemen, stand up. Let's wave to our compact drivers. Wave to the drivers. The drivers are going to wave back. Let's wave to our compact feature. Getting ready to get underway, 20 laps.
Green flag in the air, Mike Stuber and Jeremy Salinger. Jeremy Salinger trying to take the lead in the outside lane from Mike Stuber. He's going to get it. Jeremy Salinger to the front. Stuber second. The 69 of Drew Roaming and the 21 of Josh Robinson, your top four. Brent Schreffler in fifth. Actually, that's the 68 of Corbin Robinson, sorry.
Be coming in on lap number 4 this time. Lap number 4. Jeremy Salinger, Mike Stuber, Corbin Robinson goes up to that number 3 position, and Drew Roaming in the number 4. Corbin Robinson, Mike Stuber in that number 2 and 3. Jeremy Salinger now pulling away from the pack, coming down that front straightaway.
Corbin Robinson now clear of Mike Stuber. Here comes the 24, Brent Schreffler. Cream rising to the top. Corbin Robinson trying to chase down the 52 of Jeremy Salinger. Taking a look at the speed, Salinger, Corbin Robinson 3/10 quicker than Jeremy Salinger. Is now Brent Schreffler clear, and here comes your fastest qualifier, Justin Riley.
Jeremy Salinger still our leader, Brent Corbin, and that number 68 right on his tail.
The Mean Bean definitely quicker right now than Jeremy Salinger, and he has caught him. He is there, and Brent Schreffler starting to close in as well. If the Mean Bean's going to get around Salinger, he needs to do it quickly before Schreffler gets there.
That's coming in on lap number 10. Lap number 10, Jeremy Salinger still our leader. Corbin Robinson. We got caution on the track, caution on the track. Okay, we got 9 laps in, 9 laps in.
Okay, we've got a car that needs moved immediately. Red Dodge truck, handicap plate 148TC. You are blocking another car in, and the deputies are out looking. So, license plate, handicap license plate 148TC. You need to move immediately. Red Dodge pickup truck.
Okay, the choose cone will be coming out this time. They're going to be charged. They're choosing inside or out. We got 9 laps in.
Hulon Foraker. Hulon Foraker, the owner of that red Dodge pickup, you need to move immediately or the cops are going to be calling you. You need to move immediately, Hulon Foraker.
Okay, choose cones coming out. They're choosing inside or outside. Our leader is Jeremy Salinger. The 24, Brett Scheffler. Corbin Robinson. The XX1, Justin Riley. And the 72 of Mike Stuber.
So hopefully that red Dodge pickup truck, old Hulon, has went down there and moved his vehicle. As we get ready to go back to green, Jeremy Salinger trying to hang on just shy of the halfway mark. Here comes Brent Schreffler around Corbin Robinson for second. Justin Riley trying to follow him through.
That was lap number 10. We got 10 in and 10 to go. We're halfway home. Jeremy Salinger, our leader, Brent Schreffler, and Justin Riley into double X1 goes up to that number 3 position.
The battle of the tunes, the 52 Dynamite tuning, the 24 Brent Schreffler, Schreffler tuning. Nothing better than to showcase whose tuner's the better one tonight than to see who wins the feature. Salinger up front, Brent Schreffler in second.
Jeremy Salinger doing a good job of driving those wheels off that car, holding back Brent Schreffler and also Justin Riley. This time we're going to be coming in on lap number 14. Lap 14 with 6 to go.
Going to be 5 fingers in the air, 5 to go. Jeremy Salinger doing a whale of a job hanging on in front of Brent Schreffler and Justin Riley.
$15 laps. We're coming in on lap number 16. Jeremy Salinger still holding on to that number 1 position. Brett Schreffler's looking inside, outside, any side, trying to get around Jeremy Salinger. Now he's trying to make a move on the outside. We're coming in on lap number 18. Lap 18 due to go. White flag will be coming out next time.
Brent Schreffler slipping back into the clutches of Justin Riley, giving Jeremy Salinger some cushion. Now, trying to make one last run is Brent Schreffler. White flag in the air. Final time into turn number 1. Salinger, Schreffler looking to the low side off turn number 2. He's there. Contact. Backs off going into 3. Justin Riley to the outside off of turn number 4. The Dynamite tuning wins tonight. It's Jeremy Salinger.
Jeremy Salinger comes across to take the checkered flag. Brett Schreffler second, Justin Riley third, Corbin Robinson fourth, and the Sizzler, Blaze Bacon, in that number 5 position.
Good feature in the compact division, only 1 caution. In the Henderson Roofing and Construction, Dynamite Tuning, Story Motors, sponsored number 52. Gray Area Productions, Built Not Bought Racing. In Victory Lane, Jeremy Salinger. Ohio Solar Connection, Victory Lane, getting ready to climb out. Belts undone. Here's your winner, Jeremy Salinger. Come over here, brother. What's going on, man? You had to work for that one, didn't you?
Man, let me tell you, it's hot out here. I'm glad we got to be out here in the spotlight tonight.
Hey, I'll tell you what, it was the Battle of the Tunes, right? Dynamite Tuning won out tonight.
Hey, it is what it is, right? It's racing.
It's racing. That was a good job, man. This car was really good. You didn't put a wheel wrong the whole race. If you did, the 24, the 68, and the XX1 was going to be all over you.
Hey, I didn't know they were back there. Once I got out front, I was just trying to run line, stay clean, even, don't slip up. They was going to have to work around on the outside. So.
Who you want to thank, man?
I got to thank my boss, Henderson Roofing, Ken. I got to thank Story Motors, Built Not Bought Racing, Gray Area Productions, Dynamite Performance Tuning, all you fans. Thanks, guys. And my kids. Come on, guys, get over here.
Hey, you can take the mic the rest of the night. I'll drive the next feature if you want. Okay, here's your winner, Jeremy Salinger.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready to get underway here with our late model feature coming up. We're going to go 30 laps around Midvale Speedway with our late models. Schneider. 67, Bob Page. The 87 is Mr. Excitement himself, Mike Mazzagatti. The 65 is Jimmy Carter. The 43 is Roger Smith. The 17 is Andrew Smart. 45, Kenneth Gardner. The 69 is Denny Benjamin. The 3 is Dave Martin. Bob Etchell in the 69.5. 4 is Larry Enos Sr. Okay, 30 laps we're going to go around the Speedway in our late model feature. White flags coming out this time, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, as they're coming around turn 3 and 4, let's stand up and wave to our late model feature drivers. And
McIntosh Oil Company late models 30-lap feature on Hall of Fame night here, brought to you by Airgas. Getting ready to go green, an extra $100 on the line from Leiter Motorsports in Maine. AP Wren, George Riddle on the front row, 30 laps. McIntosh Oil Company late models, green flag is in the air. AP Wren will lead lap number 1. Cody Jayberg to the inside of George Riddle for second. Here comes Bob Page. Bob Page, the 25 of Chris Grubbs all over the place. So is the 0 of George Riddle. There's guys moving to the top. Crean rising to the top.
AP Wren is our leader. Cody Jayberg and Bob Page. George Riddle drops back to that number 4 position.
George Riddle's got El Presidente Jimmy Carter right on his back bumper. AP Wren looking to win for car owner Hall of Famer Bear Schwartz tonight. Here comes Jimmy Carter to the inside of the 0 of George Riddle. Front 3 have checked out a little bit. Cody Jayberg and the 67 of Bob Page have caught race leader AP Wren. They've got about 4 car lengths on the 65.
AP Wren, Cody Jayberg, Bob Page, Jimmy Carter. Now Mike Mazzagatti goes up and takes that number 5 position away from George Riddle.
Watching the Mid-Vid racing on board from Bob Snyder Jr. as he rides around the Speedway, now headed down the back straightaway behind the 25 of Chris Grubbs into turn number 3. Bob Snyder Jr. right in the tire tracks to the 25 as we've got the 77 of AP Wren out front, followed by Cody Jayberg, the 67 of Bob Page, and the 65 of Jimmy Carter. Field making its way through lap traffic. Cody Jayberg trying to get to the inside of AP Wren.
We're coming in on lap number 11 this time. Lap number 11, AP Wren, Cody Jayberg, Bob Page, Jimmy Carter, and Mike Mazzagatti.
AP Wren doing a whale of a job for Hall of Fame car owner Bear Schwartz. Out front in that 77, Cody Jayberg, the code man, all over the back of that 77 machine. Then you've got last year's point champion Bob Page in the 67, the 65 of Jimmy Carter, and the 87 of Mike Mazzagatti. Slow on the back straightaway, the 0 of George Riddle.
Caution's coming out on the track. Caution on the track.
So the 0 of George Riddle looked like he pancaked the wall either off of turn 4 or off of turn number 2. And he's got a flat right front tire on the 0 of George Riddle. That is the reason for the caution on the Speedway with 14 laps complete, just shy of the halfway mark.
Well, George Riddle's in the number 0. He's done for the night. George is going to his trailer, so he'll be hanging it up tonight.
Yeah, he pancaked the wall. You could see the whole right side of that thing was pancaked along with the flat right front tire. So choose cones out over there, Buddha, the 67 of Bob Page, the first to take to the outside, as well as Mike Mazzagatti.
This is going to make for a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 run out here. We've got some good cars up front here. AP Wren's got still our leader. Cody Green, Bob Page, Jimmy Carter, and Mike Mazzagatti are your top 5.
Getting ready to go green. Green flag in the air. AP Wren, your race leader. Bob Page in that outside lane now, starting to move in the outside. Here comes Bob Page in the 67. He's going to go to the race lead. Bob Page, new race leader, halfway home, 15 down, 15 to go. Bob Page out front. Mike Mazzagatti trying to get to the outside of AP Wren now. The 69 of Denny Benjamin slow off of turn number 2.
As we're coming in on lap number 17, Bob Page out is our leader. Now Mike Mazzagatti goes up to that number 2 position. AP Wren back to 3.
AP Wren going to drop to 4th with the 65 of Jimmy Carter to his outside. He clears the 77. Drop AP Wren to 4th and Cody Jayberg to 5th. Bob Snyder Jr. 6th. And Roger Smith spins on the front straightaway.
Roger Smith spins out there in the 43. Well, we got Bob Page out in that number 1 position. Mike Mazzagatti up to that number 2. AP Wren in 3. Choose cone will be coming out here. Okay, choose cones coming out this time. Who will go inside, who will go outside?
So So behind Bob Page, Mazzagatti, the bottom. AP Wren to the bottom, and Jimmy Carter going to make up some room. He's going to go to the outside of the 87 of Mazzagatti. So now we got a race on our hands. You've got Mazzagatti and Carter right behind your point champion in Bob Page.
Oh, you got 3-4 cars up there that it can go either way. White flag's out. We're coming around 3 and 4. Green will be dropping. We got 17 laps in. 17 laps in.
Bob Page restarts off at turn number 4. McIntosh Oil Company late model 30-lap feature back underway. Had a couple of cautions mid-race. Back underway now. Mazzagatti trying to hang on to second. El Presidente on the outside. Here comes Andrew Smart to the outside of the 77 of AP Wren. Andrew Smart going to move up into the top 5. He'll take over the 5th position behind the 21 of Cody Jayberg.
Bob Page out in that number 1 position. Mazzagatti second. Jimmy Carter third. This will be lap number 20. 10 to go in our late model feature.
One and 2 in points. Coming into tonight, a 20-point lead for Mike Mazzagatti in the points. Bob Page trying to cut into that lead, make it back-to-back championships. Still a lot of racing to go in the whole month of August. But man, a tight late model battle in your front 2 in points. Up front right now, seems like Mazzagatti starting to push off the exit of the corner. Jimmy Carter can't get a run on the 87 of Mazzagatti. Bob Page continues to lead, actually pulling away a little bit.
We're coming in on lap 24. Lap 24, Bob Page still our leader. Mike Mazzagatti second, Jimmy Carter, then Cody Jayberg. This will be coming in on lap number 25. 25 in, 5 to go in our late model feature.
5 fingers in the air from Chief Starter Terry Coletti. Field moving around lap traffic. Cody Swanson high, or Caleb Swanson rather. Caleb Swanson in the 62 and the 3 of Dave Martin. Getting through are the race leaders. Martin will stay high. The 67 of Bob Page around. Front 3 will clear lap traffic. There goes the tail on the horn straightaway.
Bumped by Mike Mazzagatti, almost still turned Bob Page, but Mike Mazzagatti's wanting that number 1 position. We're coming in on lap number 28. Lap 28, time's running out for Mazzagatti. White flag should be coming out this time.
Here comes Bob Page, Mike Mazzagatti, Jimmy Carter off of turn number 4. White flag in the air. One last opportunity for Mike Mazzagatti. It comes right here off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, Bob Page perfect into turn number 3. Off turn number 4, feature winner Bob Page.
Mike Mazzagatti second. Jimmy Carter is third. Cody Jayberg 4th. And Andrew Smart is in that number 5 position.
Pretty good McIntosh Oil Company late model feature. Only a couple of cautions mid-race. Bob Page drove a perfect race for his second feature win of the year. He remains just a couple of points behind Mike Mazzagatti in the points. Things tightening up at the front.
As he comes down to victory lane, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big, big round of applause For car number 67, Mr. Bob Page.
In the Smokers Paradise and Liquor, Aaron Heating and Cooling, Fraud Costs, Y Tavern, Bullseye Pheasant. Sponsored number 67. Got a little left rear quarter panel damage, but other than that, just a little cosmetic, getting ready to climb out. Point champion from 2022, currently second in points. 2023, a second feature victory in Ohio Solar Connection Victory Lane at Midvale Speedway. Week number 10, Hall of Fame night, Air Gas night. Your winner, the number 67, here he is, Bob Page. Come on over here, brother. Your features are done for the night, thankfully.
Yeah, thank God.
I'll tell you what, on a hot night like this, makes me wonder what, if you're all right upstairs with all these cars you want to run on the same night. I know you would. So I know it took you a while to get adapted to asphalt. Now you've got multiple championships here at Midvale Speedway. What's been the difference? Do you think dirt helped you throughout your career?
Yeah, I can drive a race car all the way around. And I can if I wasn't a race racer.
Right, and I get that. When you saw that caution, was you like, thank you?
Nah, I'd rather stay green because I knew who was behind me.
Well, you knew who was behind you, but AP was holding a pretty good wheel, and then you had Cody up there. Wasn't a lot of movement there in the middle part of the race. I was thinking that, you know, by you getting that caution and being able to move up and double file yourself was a benefit.
Yeah, it helped.
Who you want to thank on the 67, man?
I got Hurricane, Cooling, Smokers Paradise, the White Tavern, Charles, Welding and Repair, and Tuscarawas Job and Family Services, and over here Hell Helps.
Congratulations, buddy. Second time this year. Closing in on that point lead again.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle down the end, I hope.
Absolutely. Your winner, Bob Page. One more feature to go. Mini trucks getting ready to come onto the Speedway with their biggest car count, or truck count, I should say, of the year. Let's hope that they keep this truck count up. We got one more feature to go on Hall of Fame night. Again, thank you to Air Gas for sponsoring week number 10 here at Midvale Speedway. Next week, Fair Chevrolet night. Make sure you come back out. One more to go.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now coming out on a raceway. Is our mini truck series. This will be the feature for the mini trucks. 23, Brian Lewis. 00, Blake Ripley. 42, Jason Shaw. 29, Trenton Croft. 33 times 3 is Mike Stuber. 17, Jake Beavers. 99, Bob Johnson. The 442, Connor McLean. 443, Eddie McLean. And the 57, Rick Brink. We're going to go the 43, Randy Vermillion. We're going to go 15 laps.
I don't know what you guys thought of tonight's racing action, but man, I'll tell you what, one of the best nights of the year so far here at Midvale Speedway. The racing action has been phenomenal on point tonight. The Hall of Fame ceremony went off great. It was great to see all the legends of Midvale Speedway. We still got one more feature to go with our mini trucks, our Ross Mountain Barbecue mini trucks with the biggest truck count of the year. 15-lap feature.
Did all of our race fans, are they enjoying the races tonight here?
Getting ready to go, Blake Ripley and the 23 of Brian Lewis. Blake Ripley smoking pretty good off of turn number 2, but he's in the race lead. Trenton Croft in the 29 up to the second spot. Lewis down mowing the grass in turn 3. Back up onto the speedway. You got Jake Beavers, Jason Shaw moving their way up into the top 5 as well.
Blake Ripley, our leader.
Caution on the speedway. Speeding ticket for the 00 of Blake Ripley. 2 laps under his qualifying time. 2 consecutive laps at that. Under his qualifying time, he will tag the tail end of the field. We'll see if those fast laps will be able to get him back up towards the front. Trenton Croft, your race leader, with 2 laps complete.
So Blake Ripley in the 00 broke out his time. He's got to go tail end. That puts the 29 truck, Trenton Croft, up into that number 1 position.
So hearing the 00 of Blake Ripley, they can't get it in gear. So Blake Ripley can't get the truck in gear. They're going to send the push truck over to see if maybe a little bump will get that thing into gear for him. The 17 going to be sent over to check out a report of him leaking fuel into the corner. So the 17 of Jake Beavers are going to look at him, see if he's got a fuel cap on that thing. If not, he'll be sent pit side to render repairs.
Well, it looks like they got to 00 started. But he's got to go tail end because he broke out his time. They're looking at the 17 truck because he was leaking fuel coming around the turns.
All right, so choose cone going to come out next time around. And we'll get things situated. See who's going to choose the top, who's going to choose the bottom behind Trenton Croft.
Looks like Jason Shaw is going to take the outside in that 42 truck. The 17 of Jake Beavers is going to take the inside.
Yeah, interesting move from Jason Shaw there to choose the outside lane. We'll have to see how that works out. So field off of turn number 2 behind Trenton Croft, the youngster. Jake Beavers, only a season and a half under his belt in the 17. 42 of Jason Shaw, the old veteran. Connor McLean, Bob Johnson, green flag in the air.
Okay, Trenton Croft is our leader. Now the 17 truck of Jake Beavers went up to that number 2 position. And here comes the 442 of Connor McLean.
42 of Jason Shaw, the 99 of Bob Johnson, the 33 times 3 of Mike Stuber and Blake Ripley. Still out there all closing in on the leaders. Tough break for Eddie McLean. He pulls to the infield in the 443 truck.
You know, Chris, I think the 443 was even out. The 443 had problems, I think, even in the heat race. He was not running good.
Yeah, just a bad miss in that 443 truck, and it's a shame to see that thing in the infield. But a good battle on the racetrack. Trenton Croft, the youngster, out there leading. Jake Beavers, Connor McLean, Bob Johnson. So contact between the 00 of Blake Ripley, the 33 times 3 of Mike Stuber in turn number 4. Blake Ripley's hood flies up. He goes to the pits. He'll be able to fix that and then tag the tail end of the field. The 43 goes pit side as well of Randy Vermillion.
Well, we have 6 laps in. Okay, the tower's got them lined up. Next time around, the choose cone will be coming out.
Green flag back in the air. Trenton Croft, your race leader. Jake Beavers on the outside of the 442 of Connor McLean.
Okay, it's Trenton Croft, Connor McLean. Connor McLean on the outside wanting to take that #1 spot away from Trenton Croft. Okay, now we have a new leader, truck 442, Connor McLean. Trenton Croft goes back to that #2 position, but here comes Bob Johnson in the 99.
Trenton Croft led the majority at the beginning of this thing, and now Connor McLean up front. Bob Johnson trying to get around the youngster in Trenton Croft. Croft moves up the racetrack. Here comes Bob Johnson to the inside. Johnson going to back off, give the lane to Croft. Jake Beaver still right there in the 4th spot.
Caution on the track. It looks like truck number 57, Rick Brink, took a spin.
All right, so choose cone going to come out this time. We'll try it again to get the last 5 laps completed of this one. Connor McLean, Trenton Croft, your front 2, then Bob Johnson, Jake Beavers, Jason Shaw, Mike Stuber, Rick Brink, and the 23 of Brian Lewis.
Okay, choose cone is out this time. And it looks like Trenton Croft takes the inside. Bob Johnson goes on the outside. The 17 of Jake Beavers comes inside, and Jason Shaw, the 42 on the outside. 10 laps completed with 5 to go.
Green flag off of turn number 4, Connor McLean. Oh, Trenton Croft tried it. Now we've got the 99 of Johnson, the 42 of McLean or Shaw together. Everybody keeps going. Connor McLean still your race leader.
This time we'll be coming in on lap number 12. Lap number 12. Connor McLean, Trent Croft, Jake Beavers, your 1, 2, and 3 trucks. Okay, white flag will be coming out this time with 1 lap to go. Connor McLean, our leader, Trenton Croft, and Jake Beaver.
Final time down the back straightaway. Connor McLean looking for feature win number 2 off of turn number 4. Your winner in the Ross Mountain Barbecue Mini Trucks, Connor McLean.
Okay, we want to thank all of our fans for coming out here tonight for our Hall of Fame night here at Midvale Speedway. So remember, keep the speed at the Speedway, safety on the highway, and watch out for those guys and gals with the red and blue bubble gums on their roofs. They're out there looking for you. Have a good night, everybody. Let's have a big, big round of applause for truck number 442, Connor McLean.
Once again, thank you to everybody for coming. This is the biggest crowd I've seen stay all the way through the mini trucks, all the way through the entire racing program in quite a while. So thank you guys for sticking around. Please come back and see us next Saturday night at Midvale Speedway for Ferris Chevrolet night. 7 divisions of racing, the legends that we got next week.
Oh, no, I'm going to save that for Buddha.
In the corner bar of Minerva, Cindy Leslie Realtor, Joe Mack Truck Bodies and Cranes, Greens and Things Landscape, Napa Auto Parts, Scott's Auto Sales, CN Auto Salvage and Repair. Your winner, Connor McLean. Oh my God, it's Connor McLean.
I was going to run out of gas, man.
You thought you were going to run out of gas. Well, I mean, yeah, you got more trucks. That's what's going to happen.
I ain't complaining either. I'm glad to see all these guys coming.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have rather had you run out of gas than like Blake Ripley did. He was driving around without a radiator cap.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's not a good thing, huh?
It was getting a little slick out there.
Yeah, that's probably why. Congratulations, man. You had your work cut out for you. That Trenton Croft kid getting a lot better, isn't he?
Man, I'm going to have to watch out for him next couple of weeks. He's getting better and better and faster and faster. And he's come a long way.
You got some work to do on this thing, though. It's I don't know what the deal is with that.
You find out, let us know, because we're wondering too.
I hear you. Who you want to thank on this 442 tonight?
Oh, Scott's Auto Sales, Napa, Roger and Karen up there, my grandparents, Cindy Leslie, CN Auto, everybody, you.
Me? I didn't do nothing.
Oh yeah, oh, good time. Yeah, it was a good time. I tell you what, though, Croft on the outside. Passing crowd, that's a handful. He's fast going in. He doesn't let off when you think he is. And tell you what, he's worked to get around.
Absolutely. You did a nice job tonight. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Your winner, Connor McLean in Ohio Solar Connection Victory Lane. Once again, thank you to everybody for coming out. Please be safe and be careful going home. Have a great weekend, and hopefully you'll come back and visit us next Saturday night for Ferris Chevrolet night. 7 divisions of racing here at Midvale Speedway.
Maybe somebody bumped it. I don't see how they could.